Alrighty, folks. Well, not ranting right now. You're safe. Got a few hunting videos coming up. Some's from spring. A little bit of it's from spring 2020 from my nephew. About done with it. I'm going to upload that video. Got a little bit of bow fishing, and I'd like to go get a little bit more before I put that into the video. Haven't had the time. Working. Getting married July 7th. Not your typical mainstream lame wedding. We're not that. We're very Norse, pagan, you know, kind of untraditional. So it's going to be a pagan hand fasting. Lots of fun. We're very close with nature. This is a hunting channel. Gonna kind of get more into my life with it than I do usually. I think I focus too much on just hunting in this page, and truthfully, there's so much more we're gonna dive into. There's so much more that you guys are missing. You're missing my personality, I think. I think you're only getting this much of me, but tons of stuff coming, tons of stuff. Can't wait. Action-packed year still to come. Going to be laying out hunting videos, fishing videos, bow fishing videos, a couple rants here and there. I am a ranter by nature. If society has pissed me off, I'm going to let you know. If you haven't already, give us some thumbs up here and there. If you like the videos, definitely subscribe, because there's so much more. And you probably, if you're new to this, you've missed so much. We've been hunting for, well, technically we've been hunting since I was about 6 years old, but filming since 2009, didn't get serious to 2011, and I'll probably do some videos kind of backtracking my mini career. You know, it's cost me more obviously than I've made hunting. YouTube does not pay me yet, but we're getting there. We got a good fan base. We have at least 26 states where we have fans, and Germany, which is cool. That's pretty cool. We're starting to get overseas. And from what I understand, people from Germany are also descendants from Vikings. Technical term is not Vikings. That is a Hollywood term. Just so you know, quick education moment for you. But we are super excited for this deer season. I've got food plots, I've got new properties to hunt. I'm kind of still new to food plots personally, but I'm kind of excited that, you know, I've killed a couple deer on food plots, not a buck yet, but I've got bucks in these areas, and I think this new food plot's going to be the one. It's just got two big cedar trees on one side, a flat spot it used to previously be a yard 15 years ago, and it's just been weeds ever since. So I'm going to take that out, put a 30-yard distance at the absolute furthest. They're going to come right out of the bedding, and there's water on the other side of me. Perfect scenario for all the deer in this area. I'm stoked. I'm going to try to bring you that whole process too. The bigger thing being there's certain specific deer that I'm hoping to pull in with that food plot. So if you guys got any ideas on what kind of food plot I should put in to bring in both early season, a little bit of rut to keep the does around, and maybe late season, you know, what I should plant, just let me know, because I would like some pointers on that. I'm still new to it. Like I said, I've did 3 or 4 different kinds of food plots, all mixed grain. Nothing's just a single thing. And they've all had a little bit of success, but I would like a lot of bit of success. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'd like to put some antlers on the wall with one of those food plots, because they ain't cheap. Even a poor man's food plot is not cheap. It takes time. Time is money. Seeds cost money. Gas costs money. I don't know. We rented a Union loader for one of them, and I actually killed one doe out of that. So not quite worth it to spend $300-400 and kill one deer that also cost me another $24. But regardless, we're gonna bust ass. We're gonna make some shit happen. It's gonna be a damn good year. Deer are in so much trouble they have no idea, because I am gonna go as strictly as I can to a venison diet after this season. So I'm gonna stack my freezer full We're going to process it all here. I'll give you some videos on that. My buddy, he's actually a damn good butcher. And I thought I was good till I met this guy. This guy knows everything there is to know about every piece of meat. So we're going to bring you videos on that. We're going to bring you videos on skinning deer. You know, it took me a minute to kind of go back and think, you know, hey, I've been doing this since I was a kid, a little kid that had to be carried on my dad's shoulders half the time. So I don't think about the people that are just getting into this and, you know, looking up YouTube on how to do this, how to do that, you know. And I, at one time, was actually that guy when YouTube first started becoming something like, oh, I can now look this up and get some pointers here and there. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to give pointers for the newbies and pointers even for, you might have been doing this for 40 years, but you may not know what the hell you're doing. And that's completely fine because some people are weekend warriors. You ain't got the time. I fully understand not having the time. I got 5 kids. I've got 5 acres, a place that I bought and paid off in 2 years, which takes consistent hard work. So I fully understand hard work. You don't pay for anything without working, and working takes time away from hunting. Family's the most important, so that's where I focus. That's why I've not been producing as many videos lately. It's been very busy. But we're cranking them out now. We're going to bust some ass. We're going to make some shit happen. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I'll probably say it again later in the video. I don't care. But stay tuned because stay tuned because things are about to get freaking awesome. And I'm hoping, because we're getting some new gear, that we're going to bring you some even better content than what we have in the past years, which is usually picking and choosing small pieces of properties. We live in Indiana. Everybody seems to hunt, and if they don't, then they know someone that does, and it's so hard to find anywhere to hunt that's not public. And I'm a public guy myself. I hunt a lot of public. But sadly, a show that I really like on YouTube, The Hunting Public, is making it so where so many people are now pushing back deeper into public land, and my tactic of now working harder and going deeper and finding all the sign, I'm finding more human sign and getting cameras stolen, getting people with 4-wheelers on public property, which is not allowed in this state, and dogs last year, and I mean, it's just not the same. Nothing is the same, and it's just going downhill. So I'm going to try to push more for small pieces. It's so hard to pick up a decent sized chunk of land, but you know, 20 acres here, 30 acres there if I can. Right now I'm hunting my 5 acres, which only about 3 of that's wooded. My neighbor gives me permission on 4 acres, and 3 of those 4 is also wooded area. So tiny, you know, but I know for a fact we can get it done. Back in 2017, I believe it was, I smoked a deer on a 1/2 acre. So it's doable, you know, and that was a 153-inch big heavy buck. Anybody can make it happen. That was a rut situation. I got lucky pre-rut. He was coming across. He didn't make it. Done. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build. We're going to make this channel the best it can be by focusing on me and my family, my friends. This is I feel like this is my retirement plan I'm trying to work on, so I don't have to continuously work all the time and I can produce more videos. So once I get my channel to that point, which we're not far, we're right there, then it'll start producing money, and then we can start with the apparel and all the other stuff you start pushing when you have a fan base big enough to mess with it. So for my loyal fans, y'all are really appreciated. You really are. You have no idea like how much, when I get comments from anybody saying they liked it, like that makes one hunt totally worth it, like as far as the filming aspect of it. Obviously it's worth it. I hunt. That's why I live to hunt for the deer meat. I love deer meat in everything, and that's probably going to kill me one of these days, so I eat probably too much red meat, but I don't care. I'm a carnivore. Somewhat. I eat some salad. Don't shoot me in my neck. What really matters, tons of videos coming. You're definitely going to see a lot more of this beautiful fucking gorgeous thing. Nah, I don't give a shit. For real though, you're gonna see a lot more videos, a lot more than just hunting. You know, you're gonna see more of this interacting with my fans. I would like for y'all to let me know what you want to see. in the comments. If I'm doing good, say, hey, this is an awesome video. If it's not so great, be like, hey, this is what you could do to make it better. I've took every good comment and every bad comment as constructive criticism, 100%. I had a guy bitching, God, your music was stupid, and, it was a rave in the woods? Like, no, but like 8 minutes of a doe sneaking around doing what does think, it interests me, so I wanted to watch all that, but at the same time, it was like 8 minutes of a doe walking around, kind of gets a little boring. You need a little music in your head to kind of be like, it helps. But I kind of cut all that out. Nobody can complain about no music because I really don't do much of it anymore at all. And the way YouTube is, like, they try to copyright everything, and finding music that has not got a copyright on it, good luck, because I don't make it. I can't find it. Unless you're going to buy it, I might start buying it. If y'all want me to put some in, then I'll go buy it. But up until then, I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to do me. So it's going to be us. We're going to do this together, I guess. And eventually, I would like for y'all to come hunt with me. I'm going to have good setups. I've got good setups now, but they're getting better. And I'd like to pick out a couple people here and there to come up. We live in Indiana. We got big deer. Really big deer. And especially if you're from east or little southeast, you're not going to have nearly the kind of deer we have. We got big body deer. I've seen them all the way up to 300 pounds, which is like Canadian deer, you know what I mean? So I would like to bring people up to give a chance to hunt some deer past 130 inches. You kill 150, 160 inch deer here pretty regularly, and we're getting to that point where I've got them on camera every year. So if y'all want to come up and hunt, comment. Let's start interacting. This is how people got to get back together, because the world we live in today is trash on a fucking level that I don't even want to talk about right now. I done ranted about it in the last video. But people suck, and we're going to try to bring what good people there are back together and build a community around what actually happens. Because hunting videos you see, they don't cuss, they don't do nothing, they're scared to do anything, scared to show a little blood. I hate to break it to you, but things bleed when they die, and that's hunting. Why wouldn't you want to show that? Like, I get it, you're going to get demonetized by freaking censorship, but if they're going to demonetize a video because I showed some blood in it, so be it. But I watch UFC videos all day long where people get split, broke, punched, stabbed with elbows damn near, just cut all to hell. And I'm going to guess they still get paid for those. So, if you hate hunting, you're an idiot. That's all there is to it. If it wasn't for hunting, nobody on this planet would be here, because farmers alone didn't make it. And livestock would completely die out from diseases. Hunters saved everybody throughout the course of history, no matter how you look at it. So we're still standing. We're still bringing these traditions to our children. My children hunt with me. I'm sure your children hunt with you. My children know who I am. They know how I am. And they know not to act like this until they're old enough to act like this. As far as cussing and, For real, though, this is us. This is us. Not hiding anything anymore for anybody's sensitive little crybaby ears. We cuss, we bleed, we sweat, we cry, we fight. We're human. We're just another species on this planet, and the fact that people think that's like a different thing, that they're somehow separate from animals, you're crazy. The only thing separate is we destroy everything we touch. But regardless of how I feel in that situation, we're going to get back on track and focus on the here and now, and that's the videos that are coming. Next week, I'm going to be getting married, so for sure, I will be filming all that. Not specifically for YouTube, but I may upload all that once I get done with it. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be very unique. Not something you see every day. Oh, yeah. I'm just super excited to bring my life into everyone's eyes, because it's crazy and awesome and dramatic. The Kardashians ain't got shit on this family. Y'all ain't got shit. You big butt having ass horse looking fucking losers. If you took the Kardashians and like Duck Dynasty and mashed them together, that's probably a bad analysis of what it may be, but that's probably pretty close too, because there's a lot of drama. But there's a lot of good drama, because we build from drama. You fight, you realize the issues, and you build up. And we talk a lot of bullshit because I ain't afraid to tell you if you're a bitch. What are you gonna do? But y'all have got to understand this is who I am. I cuss a lot, I talk a lot of shit, but I kill a lot of animals and I eat them. And we're gonna have videos on eating them as well because I love to cook wild game. And it's going to be awesome because we're going to get out there and we're going to eat gar and we're going to eat carp and things I've not tried. We're going to taste test so many things, which I'm kind of excited about because I've heard gar and like carp a little bit, but more so gar and bowfin. I've heard are really good. If you get them out of clean water, they're really good. So that's something I'm going to try to get done this summer. I basically got about 2 months left before I got to really get serious about deer hunting. We are going to Kentucky in September. Got a specific 28 acres I get to hunt down there. Some friends that do not hunt. I'm hoping to get a buck down there. Not worried about the size, so ahead of time I'm going to let you know I might shoot a 2-year-old. I will not shoot a 1-year-old. I'm not going that far down yet. But a 2-year-old is totally in trouble if it steps in front of me. Unless I've got 180 on camera, and then I'm probably going to be like, hold up. I'll wait. But until then, enjoy the videos we have. Go back, watch some old ones. Go way back and watch the throwback videos, which were me with hair, for one. That's wild as shit. Ugh. I look good bald, right? Okay? But I had hair for a while, okay? This ain't, oh, I wasn't born this way. It's freaking gorgeous. Now, we'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Don't do drugs unless they're the good ones.